Hello students, today I am going to tell you how to fill the subject section in the CUET form for slot 1 and slot 2. So first of all, we will select the language. I have selected English in this one. Now the domain specific subject 1. Here you have to choose the subject in which you are most confident. So I have chosen physics for this one. See, you have to choose the best subject. Then you choose the domain specific subject 2. I have chosen biology in this one. Now the general test section. You can select yes or no depending upon the university in which you are applying for. If they require the general test section, then you have to say yes, otherwise you can select no. Now second slot. Here additional language I am choosing as Hindi. This is because I want to give another exam, because the kind of university I am applying in, they need examination for two languages. So I have selected English in slot 1 and Hindi in slot 2. Now for the additional language, I am selecting not applicable because I do not want to give any other additional language. Let me also tell you, when you select the additional language as not applicable, the domain specific subject number 6 automatically becomes not applicable. That means you can only choose 2 languages and 5 domain specific subjects, right? Now, the domain specific subject number 3. Here I am choosing chemistry because I want to give 3 total domain specific subjects: physics, biology and chemistry. Now domain specific subject number 4, I have chosen physical education, and in domain specific subject 5, I have chosen not applicable. Let me tell you, it is not mandatory to choose domain subject number 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can choose not applicable for all these domains. You can only give 2 subjects, that is domain number 1 and domain number 2. So please make sure it is not necessary to fill up 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can only choose 2 domains and you can choose 2 languages or 3 languages, right? So this is how you are going to fill the domain specific subject number 5 and 6. Then you click on the checkbox and save this form of yours. So now here I choose the language, that is English, because that is my best language. Then I choose the domain specific subject number 1. I have chosen physics for that. Now here in domain specific subject number 2, I have chosen biology. Let me tell you, please make sure that you select those subjects in which you are most strong at. The subjects which you are most confident in, please select those subjects in domain specific subject number 1 and subject number 2. Now the general test section. I am selecting yes because the university I have applied in, they need the general test also. Now coming to second slot, here is the additional language, the language which you want to give examination in, except for the first section language, that is English. Second language I have chosen is Hindi because I want to give the exam in Hindi as well. Now the additional language from section 1A plus section 1B in lieu of domain specific subject. That means instead of a domain specific subject, I can choose another additional language. So here I am choosing French because the university I am applying in needs the French exam also. Now please note, when I have chosen 3 languages, then I can only choose 5 domain specific subjects, right? So here the domain specific subject number 3, I am choosing chemistry, I have chosen physical education, and for domain specific subject number 5, I am selecting not applicable. Why? Because I do not want to give the domain specific subject number 5. So this is how you are going to fill your slot first and slot second. After this, go to the bottom, click on the tick box and save your form. Now here in language from section 1A, I have chosen English because that's my best language. Then in domain specific subject 1, I am choosing physics again because I understand that I am very much confident in physics. Then in subject 2, I have chosen biology. as I have told you earlier also, please make sure the subjects you choose in domain specific subject number 1 and 2 must be those subjects in which you are most confident in. Then the general test section, I am selecting yes because I need the general test examination to be shown in the university I have chosen. Coming to the second slot, the additional language, I have chosen not applicable because I do not want to give any other examination in the language except for English, which I have already chosen in the first slot. Then the additional language from section 1A plus section 1B instead of domain specific subject, that also I have chosen not applicable because I do not want to take another test in any other additional language. Let me also tell you, when you choose not applicable in the second language section, the domain specific subject number 6 by default becomes not applicable, which means you can only choose 5 domain specific subjects in such a situation. Now coming to the domain specific subject number 3, I have chosen not applicable because I do not want to give the domain specific examination again. Then again in fourth number I have chosen not applicable, and in the fifth number again I have chosen not applicable because I only want to give examination in 2 subjects which I have already chosen in domain specific subject number 1 and 2. Now here, as you can see, I have chosen all not applicable, which means only 2 subjects and 1 general test and 1 language is what I am going to give. After this, you come to the bottom of the page, click on the checkbox and save your form. I hope I am clear and you know how to fill the slots now. Thank you.